Okay guys, we're gonna do something a little different today, a little home improvement. We're gonna change two shower heads. The first one I'm showing here is a magnetic head, and it has 6 settings. You can control the water flow in 6 settings, and to remove the shower head, all you have to do just pull it and put it back. There's a magnet that just for you to position the head. And here's a second head. This one's similar to the first one, but it has a middle section where you can just pull it, and there's a lever to control the water flow, and there's a middle black button where you can press to stop the water flow. And here's a lever where you can control the flow of the water. And here's the finished product. The whole thing here takes about 5 minutes to remove the old head and install the new one. Now all you need is just a basic tool. I just use one wrench for this job. And here we're gonna change the first shower head. And the whole job take about 5 minutes each. And I changed 2 bathrooms, so that took less than 10 minutes. In fact, it took me longer to make this video. And inside the package, they give you a 6 feet tubing, the extension tubing, as you can see there. 2 washers, 2 rubber washers to put on each end before you install it. And the manual. Now this model, they made it in chrome and nickel. I got the chrome one, and the nickel is about $10 more, but I prefer the chrome. And here it is. On the handle one, you get all chrome, and then the beaker shower head, this look like a rubber on the back and the chrome on the front. And the handle is all chrome with a rubber threading at the end. And the black button here is to control the water flow. And there's a lever here, as you can see. It has 5 settings on this one, so you can control the flow of the water like jet, stream, and so on. And of course you need the Teflon tape to prevent the water leakage. And 2 rubber washers that included in the package. So what you want to do is remove your old shower head, clean the thread, and then wrap the Teflon tape around the thread. And my recommendation is wrap it clockwise 3 turns. And then when you thread in the new head, it will lock it in position, and that prevent the water from leakage. And once you're done putting the Teflon tape on there, it's just a matter of putting in the new shower head. This is almost like changing a light bulb, so if you can do that, this is a simple task. And what I do here, because the thread is plastic, it's like a PVC, I just hand tighten it. I wouldn't recommend to use any tool, it might crack the plastic. And next we're gonna install the extension tube. Put the provided rubber washer in there and just thread it in by hand. Don't use any tool. I wouldn't recommend to use any tool, just hand tighten it. That will lock it in place and to prevent it from cracking the thread also. And once you're done with that one, then do the other end, same deal, put the rubber washer in and then just thread in the shower head handle. And once again, don't use any tool, just hand tighten it. Here I'm just making minor adjustment, make sure it's tightened. And then we're gonna turn the water on to test it to check if there's any leakage. And for this one, everything's all good. Next, we're gonna install the second bathroom. This is a different shower head. It uses a magnet. The extension tube here is also 6 feet. They provided 2 rubber washers. Now for this particular model, they're also available in chrome and nickel. I got the chrome one also. And the handle here is similar to the other one. You can control the flow of the water. And here's the magnet, that shiny place. The thread here is plastic. So once again, when we thread this in, don't use any tool, just hand tighten it. So next we're gonna remove the old shower head. Depends on how old is your old one. There might be calcium built up inside, so it's a bit difficult to remove. So you might need to apply a little bit of force. And what I do is just hold the tubing with one hand, and with the other hand remove the shower head. Now once you make the first turn, and it's easy from there, You just apply a little bit of force and then you can just unscrew it by hand, just like screwing a light bulb. And once you remove the old shower head, what you want to do is clean the old thread. That way we can apply the new Teflon tape before we install the new head. And as you can see, this is the old head, the calcium all built up. And this particular head is more than 20 years. So it's nice to have a new one anyway. And here's the installation manual. Just 1, 2, 3. Unscrew the old one, screw the new one, and then connect the extension tubing, and that's about it. Take less than 5 minutes. So what we want to do first, and after you clean the old thread, apply a new Teflon tape in clockwise direction. Put it 3 turns. That will give it enough thickness to prevent any water leakage. Now remember, the new head is made from like a PVC plastic, so I wouldn't recommend to use any tool. Just tighten it by hand, and the washer provided, put that in and then screw it on. Should be done in about 10 seconds. Next, we're gonna work on the extension tube. So put the rubber washer in. The washer is provided. Put that in and then screw it on to the head there. And once again, just hand tighten it. You don't need to use any tool. And once you're finished with that, do the same thing on the other end. Put the rubber washer in and then screw in the new head, the new shower head. Just hand tighten it. Not too tight, you might crack the thread. And as always, after the installation, you want to make sure to test it, make sure there's no leakage. And for this job, everything worked out perfectly. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, you can drop me an email or write a message down below. And if this video is useful to you, don't forget to subscribe and rate.